up, yo? Welcome back to my channel. Tammy Talks here. Let's get into Insecure Season 5, Episode 8. Choices, okay? 2 episodes left, y'all. Just 2 episodes left. If you're brand new to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I do TV show recaps, sprinkling in with my own opinions, thoughts, and theories on each episode. I do everything from reality TV to premium channel shows to primetime to basic cable TV shows. So go ahead, subscribe if that type of content interests you. Thumbs up the video and hop into the comment section. Let's talk about it. So this entire episode is about choices, mainly Issa's choices. So it starts off with Nathan and Issa in bed. And Issa is saying how Tiffany is like really moving away. She just really can't believe it. As we know, we found out last episode that that Tiffany and Derek they were weighing the options of moving to Denver because he got a job offer. So, they didn't kind of have a conversation about how much stuff of Nathan's is like at Issa's apartment because she's wearing one of his t-shirts. And so he said that he leaves so much stuff there because he likes waking up to her. And then he asked if maybe they should just move in together because she said it's feeling like mi casa is really a we casa. She asked if they're ready for that, and he said that maybe it's something for them to think about. So Issa has her walk art. The guy from NBW, which is the water company, is impressed with how everything is going at the walk, how organized it is. And like the black is like well on its way to taking off for Issa, and he told her that she should expect an offer soon. She's made a good impression, so expect the email soon with us to make you an offer to come on board and work with us. There is some lady that calls her Miss Block. And I don't know why that tickled me so much, but it did. So this lady that calls her Miss Black and tells her she's happy she stopped there on her way to the bridge. Now, this is the second crazy person Issa has had. Was this the same girl that was like outside of the book signing, or was this a different lady? So Issa is talking to Nathan. She's happy to see him there. She tries to get a picture of him and his cousin, like acting like they're shopping. It's super awkward. It's bad. So they tell her that they'll catch up with her later, and she tells him that she loves him. So Molly and Kelly and Issa's brother, who finally made an appearance, are there. They clown her a little bit about saying that she loves her. Issa's brother and Kelly, who we know do not get along whatsoever, they have little banter back and forth, yada yada yada. Molly is smiling super big. She had a great first date with Torian. And now she said they're texting about a second date, but she's really concerned with like helping her parents finally get their estate planning done so that they can get their will in order. Kelly offers to help them do that since she works at a bank. She said they call her the Undertaker at work, but mainly because she takes naps under the desk. So as Issa is walking out with her assistant, she sees Crenshaw. And Crenshaw is waiting outside for her, and he kind of apologizes to her for all the work that he apologizes to her for how he has treated her. He said that he started to plan a wearable event for his clothing line, and he didn't realize he needed to get licensing and permits and all this other type of stuff. He didn't realize how much work she actually did to put into helping him get that to helping him get his event, up and running when she did help him out. So he started to acknowledge that she is really down for the community, and he wants her to come and work with him because he's working on opening up a store, and he feels that they could like really be a force in the community. He wants to partner with her. Issa is kind of not feeling it because of how he blasted her, and I feel like it's on some. I don't think she should do it personally, but I think it went from him being like, I don't need you for anything. You tried to ruin me, kicking her while, trying to really bury her, to all of a sudden realizing, oh, okay, she was doing some good stuff. I don't know what the hell I'm doing now. So if I'm Issa, I'm not rocking with him. So we see Issa is at home in her mirror. She gets the offer from NBW. It's a good amount of money. And so we see her going to meet up with NBW to put I think it was called like the Miracle. Damn, I forgot. It was some event place, I think like a concert hall or something. So we go to this montage of Issa killing the game. She's doing interviews. She has a team of people behind her. She's putting on bigger and bigger events. She's all over the country. She did an interview where like she was able to, she talks about how she has not done anything in LA yet because she's kind of like all over the country right now, putting on different events under block. But she says that LA will always be home, and then she's able to do like some crowd participation with the audience, and it actually works as opposed to when she bombed doing it at Stanford. So she's getting on the plane. We see she's flying first class, and she sees Ty Dolla Sign sitting in first class with her. And he tells her that he is on his way back to LA to do some work with Crenshaw. And she was like, oh, okay, good for him. And Ty Dolla Sign is like bigging him up and all the other type of stuff. And we can see Issa has some type of regret in that moment for not working with Crenshaw. So Issa then, so then that's when we find out that she apparently did not decide to work with him. So when she gets home, she walks into this like beautiful house. Nathan is still there, and Nathan is still with her. Apparently, he has his own barbershop now. He said he cut the entire cast of Brothers, so he's doing good. They live in West Hollywood now. So you can tell, like, by her going with the water company, life is great. Life has changed tremendously. Like, her life is what she has always wanted it to be. So then we switch over to Molly. Molly's family is handling their the estate planning. Kelly is there to help them out. We know Kelly is a personal, I think Kelly is a banker. So her father is just like, let's just split everything evenly. I don't care who gets what because I'll be dead. And I'm like, sir, don't say it like that. We can see her younger brother is not comfortable with the conversation. He keeps going back and forth to the kitchen trying to find stuff before he just eventually leaves. And then Molly's father said that he feels like he's worked 50 years and he doesn't have anything to show for. He doesn't have anything of like real substance to leave for his kids. He had to take money out of his 401k to help pay for the mother's medical bills, which Molly didn't know. And so her and her brother are both like, what happens if she has another stroke? How can you pay for it? Which, let's talk about that. They said that, didn't they say her mother was going to be paralyzed? So how was she up and just fine? And this is just a couple weeks later. Issa. So then we see Issa meeting with Crenshaw. They're out walking, and she tells him that she doesn't think working with him is the move. So he tells her that he thinks it is the move and to just rock with her, rock with the community. He wants to do an after school program. You know, he has a store front that he's working on. Behind the storefront is going to be like this nice space where he can throw events at. He wants her to just come see about it. So we see Issa and her assistant. They're meeting up with Krishan. They walk into the space. She gets introduced as the amazing Issa D. Everybody's clapping up for her. And I'm like, oh, this is a montage too. So she's super involved in the community. We see her doing different events with Krishan. He's able to open a second store. The numbers are there. It's going good for him. Outside of the store, like, as she's walking, people are like, oh, that's Issa. Yeah, she's super down with the community, whatever, whatever. But as she's outside, she sees a city bus ride by, and it's Ty Dolla Sign, and he's not working with the water company. So it's kind of showing that no matter who she picks to work with, what she's looking at is how can I phrase this? It's kind of showing that no matter which way she picks, she's always thinking of what could have been on the other way. So it's never going to be a very cut and dry decision for her. So she gets a key from the city. Tyra Banks is in the episode. She gets a key from the city. She gets to Issa D Day. So she gets home and she comes into her same apartment. And Nathan is still there. And she's asking Nathan, like, why didn't we move? And he said it's because they're on their entrepreneur grind. So all the money that, that they would be kind of making, they're kind of putting back into the company. So she like goes to the bathroom to wash her hand. Oh, she goes to the bathroom to get a plunger because she's still the property manager, and she has to go handle something in another apartment. As she goes down in there, she keeps hearing Nathan talk, and as she comes out, she sees that it is Lawrence that's in her apartment talking to her. So Lawrence gets close to her. He's like getting ready to kiss her, and she kind of wakes up from her daydream. So now Issa is looking at the two different sides of what can happen. Either she's going to go with the water company and her life is going to skyrocket and take off, or she's going to go with Nathan. I'm sorry, she's going to go with Crenshaw, and kind of, while she'll be great in the community, she will always be left wondering if she made the right move by staying local and not, did she stifle herself by just staying local and doing that kind of thing. So she is weighing her options, and herself in the mirror is just telling her it's because you're not over Lawrence. So there might be some unfinished business, and that's why you're having these like difficult choices that are needing to be made. She calls Molly, who is who has just gotten home. Molly had to, like, it's emotional for her to do the stuff, with her parents for their will. That's never an easy scenario to go through. So Molly actually got a call from Torian because they were supposed to be hanging out. She like just got done crying, and she tells him that she's fine, she's ready, before finally being honest and putting herself first and saying that she had a super rough day with her parents. And she knows that if she goes out, she's not going to be fun, but she's not flaking on him. That's just the honest truth. He tells her he's super cool with it. Like, if you need that time, take that time for yourself. And if you want to talk about it, hit me up. I'm here. So while Molly is at her house, just kind of, trying to get over the day, while Molly is at home, just sort of trying to get over the day, Issa calls her, and that's when Issa asks her, like, what should she do? Should she go with NBW? Should she stay with Crenshaw? Like, what should she do? Should she focus on the community or herself? And Molly just kind of tells her, there's no right answer for this. Go with your gut. Whatever your gut is telling you, that's what you should go with. Make the best decision for yourself. You can't think about all these other factors or how it will affect anyone. Do what's best for you. So Molly gets off the phone. She gets a knock on her door, and she sees that it's a bottle of wine, and it's a bottle of wine and dinner, and Torian actually sent her some wine and some wings and kind of told her that always makes everything better. So Molly is seeing that, Torian might just be a super good guy. He might just be the one for her. So then Nathan comes over to Issa's apartment. He brings her some food, and they're talking, and she says absentmindedly, like, this is what makes me happy, referring to the food that he brought. And he tells her that, I want you to be happy. That's what I like to hear. And she didn't hear him at first, and she says, huh? And when the person repeats it, it's now Lawrence. I want you to be happy. And she's kind of looking for Lawrence to walk out, but it's really Nathan. And you can see that Issa is really conflicted, and I feel like Issa might be feeling like she's settling for Nathan instead of actually going out and pursuing Lawrence, because Issa's wondering if she made the right choice by breaking it off with Lawrence instead of really trying to work through what was going on with him. So that was Insecure tonight. If you guys enjoyed the content, thumbs up the video. I will catch you guys in the next one.